Hello, Wolverines. It's me. I'm sorry that I haven't been doing commentaries like I usually do. The reason why I feel that I'm down, it seems like I'm down because I promised myself that I will not talk about this issue because it, because it gets me so mad to a point where I would start just going off. As you all know, a young man by the name of Botham Jean was killed by an officer. He was only 26 years old. The reason why this hits hard for me, one, he was a fellow Christian. He worshipped at the Dallas. He was one of the song leaders at the Dallas West Church of Christ. That's why it hits. Two, this is another case of an unarmed black man killed for no reason. This is another case, another situation of black people, of black people being stereotyped. It's only 26. And he was from St. Lucia. Graduate of Harding. Once again, worship leader at Dallas West. Decent human being. Never got in trouble with the law. What really burns me is the fact that the media is trying to criminalize this young man. Now they're saying that he had marijuana in his apartment. Let me ask the question, what does having marijuana have to do with being killed in your own apartment? And even if, and I'm starting to think, that officer planted that marijuana to try to save her behind. Because that's all what it is. The media, the police department, in my opinion, are trying to save their own behind because they know they did wrong. And she was saying that she didn't know him. There's stories going around that they not only not only knew each other, but they dated. And he tried to break it off. She wouldn't let him. If she gets away with this, if they let her go, like they did, like the justice system has let George Zimmerman go, and he's still roaming the streets. And personally, I did not like that man. Personally, I don't wish nothing good for him at all. Just like they let Casey Anthony go. I think Casey Anthony murdered her kid. Just like they let the woman who had Emmett Till killed, they let her off. And now, 50 years later, she admitted that she made a story up that got him killed. So she needs to go to jail. I don't care how old she is. And I also, in all this, realize that there's no justice in America, especially for African Americans. In my opinion. Yes, there's a problem with blacks killing blacks. And I've spoken against that. I've spoken against crime, period. But this is the situation that keeps on going. So many unarmed men of color, were killed by police. Sick. Justice must be served. 2 years ago, when there were protests of police brutality in Dallas, a gunman opened fire on police officers, killing them. And he was saying, well, this is revenge. He stated that he wanted to kill white cops only. Because he felt like there was no justice. He felt like, well, I'm going to take the law into my hands. An eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. And really, we need to stop abusing that verse and know what it truly meant. When I first heard of the story, I was so angry to the point where I was going to get on this. The next commentary I was going to do, I was getting ready to say, blank the police ain't this, the police ain't that, the police is like the Klan. But when I came to my senses, and I really was going to say, I really was going to go in here and start acting like Louis Farrakhan. In the 1980s, Farrakhan period. And saying that white people were devils. But when I came to my senses, came back to my common sense and realized, one, I'm a Christian. And two, as much as I really want to see this woman, really would love to see the entire nation of Islam stomp this woman out. One, I'm going to pray that God have mercy on her soul. And number two, I'm going to pray that justice will prevail. And I hope the police department, I hope the Texas Rangers dig into this. And I hope that woman tells the truth. And I hope they stop tearing down this young man's character. Enough is enough. It's bad enough that we can't even go to we can't even have a barbecue in a public place without some stupid person calling the police on us. Barbecue Becky did that because she's an idiot. We can't even shop at CVS because of some racist homosexual bigot was scared and called the police. That happened in Chicago over the summer. And the reason why I didn't say anything about that, because I was gonna go off on him and say some things that I might regret. Now we can't even, and a little girl is bad enough. Even if you a little black girl in San Francisco, you can't even sell lemonade without some stupid woman calling the police on you. Now black people can't even be in their own apartment or in their own homes, mind their own business. See, that's why Colin Kaepernick took a knee. That's why Colin Kaepernick took a knee in America at the national anthem. Cause he felt like, heck, we still don't get it's been 50 years since the assassination of Dr. King. We still not treated as equal. It was never about protesting against America. It was never. It was about protesting against police department. And now, and because of that, I respect Colin Kaepernick a whole lot more because he has a backbone. Unlike some athletes, like Jax Prescott, he's got a backbone. Like he's got a backbone. Unlike some black people that you know of. Two of them, I'm not gonna say their names because they know who they are. And they didn't say nothing about this. That's why we take a knee at the national anthem. To protest and raise awareness for this hypocrisy. If we really if we really believe in America that all men are created equal, let's practice what we preach. That's my commentary. Till next time, folks.